Kenyans are just concerned and worried about the budget. They're saying the cost of living is already so high. And then here we are talking about, VAT on essential products like fuel, kerosene. What's up with that, Abby?
Very, very pertinent questions there, Betty. Right now, very many Kenyans are saying we're already overtaxed as a country. And looking at the size of this budget, 3.07 trillion shillings, that's about $30 billion.
Yeah.
That's an equivalent of what Russia is spending in the World Cup.
What?
So let's break down the numbers on what we should expect in this year's budget, Betty.
Interesting.
And I'll be getting back to you in a short while.
All right, I'll be waiting for you on this side.
Well, of course, we are very fit, as you've seen there with Betty, as we are doing the World Cup preparations. But let's talk matters numbers now. This year's budget is one of the largest in East and Central Africa, where we're seeing Kenya's total spend plans standing at 3.07 trillion shillings. So how will this money be divided? Well, the national government will be taking home 1.68 trillion shillings. This, of course, will be covering a number of issues that cut across all the ministries in government. And other than that, the judiciary will be taking 17.77 billion shillings, which has continued to increase over time. Parliament, where a number of Kenyans have been raising questions, arguing why are parliamentarians taking away such a substantial amount of money. We're talking about 42.55 billion shillings in this year's budget. And under the Consolidated Fund Services, we're looking at 962.56 billion shillings that will be going towards the CFS. And finally, county revenue allocation. It's standing at 372.74 billion shillings. So this is just a quick breakdown of what to expect in this year's budget. Of course, we shall also be keeping an eye just to hear what the Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich will be saying in relation to what will be some of the tax measures he'll be taking up in this year's budget. Well, a lot of Kenyans looking forward to seeing a reduction of taxes in different sectors. One of them, of course, being issues to do with the cost of living. That touches on the food prices. We've been seeing the government actually before the elections, we did have a subsidy program where we did see quite a sort of balancing of paying off when it comes to the cost of maize flour. But some of the pertinent issues as well for this time round is in relation to petrol prices. And of course, kerosene users will be waiting to see how will this sector be perhaps taxed or not. And lastly, we'll be having the sin taxes. This touches on things like alcohol as well as cigarettes. It is also an area that over the years we've seen the government saying that they would like to tax it more, as well as areas such as real estate. So our team will be giving you our wall-to-wall coverage as the budget day kicks off. Of course, we expect the budget speech at around 2:30 p.m. We have our teams in Parliament, and we'll be having a host of panelists just to try and dissect some of the key issues affecting the budget. Well, for now, that's just a quick recap of some of the numbers. Let me hand it back over to Betty. I can see you're still...
yeah, you know, and I didn't know the standard group, you know, I didn't know we are balling like this.
Oh, man.
This feels like the real thing.
It's such a privilege to actually have the trophy with us.
Are you feeling how heavy it is?
I can feel it.
Yeah, actually.
And it comes with the flair by Betty.
Oh my goodness. It has some flair for sure.
Oh,
Thank you very much, Abby. So, of course, the business team, I'm holding it like, you know, I'm such a mother. I'm holding it like a baby. But anyway, let me hold it the right way. Anyway, so, of course, we'll be having wall-to-wall coverage here of the budget 2018-2019. And our business team, of course, is the best in town. And they will be doing and handling that for us here at KTN News, right?
Oh, yes. We have a number of us. Ashley Mazuri is at the Kenyatta Market. We have Philip Kitani in Parliament, Chris Thairu. I mean,
Patrick Amimo, Elphas Lagat.
Oh, yes.
The list is endless, honestly.
All corners covered.
All corners covered.
Just like
here.
the pitch for the World Cup.
I like that. All right, so me, I'll be here defending the title.
Oh, yes. And us will be definitely retaining our title. So keep it KTN News as our Swahili team takes over. Yes,
I can see Nick Wambua ready, of course, to continue with our coverage here on KTN News. My name is Betty Kialo.
And I'm Abby Agina. I'll still be with you on the screens. Let me continue dribbling with Betty here.
All right, cool. Just throw it over here. What?